I had a thought come through my mind today, and had a lot to do with life and how it's set up and how it is. And I want to talk about it, so I'll talk about it. Basically, shit's like a league, man. Shit's like the NFL, the NBA, the MLB. It's like a league. Like, it's crazy. Look at it. You can see how it's set up. Like, all these people, they set up the system to where you can play these sports in high school. You can play these games. You start off as a little kid, not a little, not a little baby. When you're a baby, you're not considered because you can't do nothing. But as soon as you're able to run and talk well and think for yourself, you get put in a prospect for the league of this life. Now I know that shit sounds kind of weird, like this sounds like I'm going off the rails with this one, but just hear me out. Like, shit's like a league, like, and it's a fucked up system because we're trained this since we were kids. Like, we were trained to be in this league since we were little kids. Like, life is like a league. Like, we're all players. We got good players, bad players. Then you got the bench warmers. Then you got the people who are actually starting in the pros. You got the pros. You got the high school, college, middle school leagues. Like, there's real levels to this shit. There's real levels to this shit. Like, for example, like, let's say business is a league of its own. You got the pros, which is like Facebook, Google, Apple, Sony. You got these big pros and they're big superstars and they're bringing in all types of money. But then you got the lower levels. You got the under that would be like Coca-Cola. I would still call them pros though. Like, all the pros, everybody making over $1 billion a year. Like, those are pros at the business league. Then you got the social league, but let's talk about the business league. Like, the business leagues, it goes all the way down from that to franchises. You got franchises. You go from big corporations to companies. Companies will be like college level, multi-state companies. Then you get the mom and pop shops, which is just businesses that people own and run. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. You got the businesses that people just own and run. And it goes all the way down to people selling their car, or people trying to sell a little weed, or people trying to drop ship, you know? People make arts and crafts and try to sell their crafts, and that would be like the same thing as like football. You go from pee-wee to middle school, pee-wee to middle school to high school to college to the pros. And you can go pro and still not be in the NFL, but once you get to the NFL, you're at like the top. Like, And it's all like crazy, cause like it all fits together just like that. Everything from the social class, like you got people fighting for positions. People do their best every day just to get a spot in a league where they're at. And there's always this NFL, this NBA, this MLB. There's always this special class of people where they're where you want to be. There's always somebody you aspire to be. You may know these people in your family. You may see these people on the job. You may be neighbors with these people. You may have went to school with these people. Some of these people made it to the leagues. Some of these people played in college. Some of these people played in high school. Made the team. Like there's always leagues. Like back to the social leagues. Like same thing socially. Like socially, there are people in leagues. Like I just can't get this off my mind. Like socially, there are people who are excellent socially, who are famous, who give people advice. You know what I'm saying? They make people laugh. They care about people, show people a reason to live, give people a reason to want to watch their content or be around them or have fun with them. You know what I'm saying? And there's levels to that shit, and there's levels everywhere. It all makes sense. Like, it all makes sense. Like, there's always levels to this shit. Levels to it, and then there's levels to it. Like, that's why you got people that do weird things. That's why you got girls that get BBLs. They're trying to be the league of the fat asses. They're trying to be in the pretty girl league. They're trying to they're trying to make the team. They're trying to be the person who could fuck a rich nigga and keep him or get money from him. But they couldn't make the league unless they train for it. Sometimes training's not really training, it's what you do. And what they did was they got a bigger butt or got bigger tits. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to make the league. Same thing with dudes. Like, you got gym rats. Niggas who are swole for no reason. Do not work construction. Nigga, are not professional athletes. Do not have physical jobs. You're talking about the nigga from Jake from State Farm. Remember when Kevin Hart made that video about fuck that. We're not gonna talk about Kevin Hart. We're gonna talk about Mr. Incredible. Thing about that nigga, Mr. Incredible's job, bro. He would break the phones. He's just big for no fucking reason. Like, you got those guys that just work out just to feel good. Like, a lot of people do that shit to feel good, yeah. But like, that's a league. Like, why does working out make you feel good? Why don't you just go smoke some weed? You know what I'm saying? That show make you feel good. Like why don't you just go eat something really good. That shit'll make you feel good. Why don't you go to the bar? Like, no, specifically working out makes them feel good. That's the same thing. Like, they all jacked and swole, but for no reason. Like, but there's a reason behind why they do that. The reason why they do that is they want to feel better about themselves so they could get bitches. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the time they feel like they could get bitches by being swole, and then they can get bitches by being swole, and then being swole will help them get bitches, and the bitches will make them feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like, the bitches will make them feel good. Like, I don't know. Like, it all makes sense to me. And I'm real life. You looking at me, so I'm a real person. No kizzy. So even if you think I'm stupid or slow or whatever you think I may or could be, like, nigga, this is real. And you can't even deny that. You can't even deny that it's real. Even if it comes out sloppy because I got a little man, because I'm telling you, like, this shit is real. Like, there are real levels to this shit, and people always do whatever the fuck they want to do in order to get a position. Like, but it's not their fault that they're trying to get a position. It's just that is what is offered to them in America. I don't know what it's like in other places around the world, but I know in America, people are fighting for a position. People want to get into the position to have. People want to get in the position to be. You know what I'm saying? People want to be in the position to get. You know? People want to be in those positions, bro. And it's just a whole bunch of little leagues, whole bunch of little networks that they have set up. Just a whole bunch of little leagues, little networks that they have set up that'll give you a position. They'll offer you a job. What are they offering you? A position on a team. And that goes for like over half of everybody. You're working, you apply for a job to get a position on a team. That goes for over half of everybody. Like, like, does this not make sense? Like, for real. like this shit is just a whole bunch of leagues, man. And basically, whenever you get into a position, they have it set up to where they can pull the rug out from up under you whenever they feel like it. Like, that's not life, bro. Like, that's not how life is supposed to work. All these motherfucking people on this planet, and we can't help each other live for free. For free. You have to do something in order to get help. Like, a lot of people in this planet are not just gonna want to sit on their ass. Like, now some people is, and they shouldn't be left out. Some people is gonna want to just sit on their ass most of the day. Like, some people like to lounge around. People don't get mad at sloths for lounging around. You don't get mad at snails for being slow All they do is sit there. Nobody gets mad at what's animal? Fucking a seal or walruses when they come on land and they beach themselves and they just lay around. All they do is lay around. And nobody gets mad at them. They're not mad at each other. So if somebody wants to not do nothing, that should be their choice. And if somebody wants to do something, they should have the ability to do it. If somebody wants to do something, they should do it. They should have the ability to do it. And that goes for everybody. Everybody on earth should have the way, should have the ability. But that's not how it is. They have it set up in leagues, man. They run a tight-knit system, bro, in this country, bro. It's a system, bro. Or else they wouldn't have laws. Like if it wasn't a system, then we wouldn't have laws. And we're subject to these laws because we were born here, but we weren't even originally from here. So because we're born here, we're put into laws because of the system of the people who have the power over us. But that power is not real power. It's just subliminal power. But they'll do something to you if you don't bow down to them, basically. Like, they'll do something to you. Like, they will do something to you. And that's the difference between us and them, or the people who aren't in power and the people who are in power. Not talking about like real life power situations, because the people really got the power. But I'm not talking about real life power situations. I'm talking about like the government, basically. Like the difference is the government will do something to you. And that's a guarantee. Like, they stand on that. Like that's their principles. Like, that's within their morals to do something to you. And they basically dare you to do something back. Like, they's like, man, break that law if you want to, or do something if you want to, hit me if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically how they coming. That's because they wanted to have you in a league. They want to have you and scout you and find out who's the best so they can see who's the GOAT. Because that's what they like to do. They like to watch us like sports. They think it's a game. On bro grade. They think it's a game, and this is life. And there's just too much. There's just too much stuff that we could be doing other than this in life. Like, now I understand, not a lot of people are in my position. Now, I'm not in the best of positions, but I'm in a position in life. I don't have a job or nothing, but I'm in a position. I made myself a place in society for myself where I feel okay at. And that's part of me being in a league. But like, the only way to go against the power, bro, and free myself is to broaden my horizons and look for new opportunities and do different things like YouTube and make music and be active on social media and get outside the house and network. And that's the only way I'm going to be able to free myself. And it's the same thing goes for you. Like, if you want to free yourself, you gotta do something crazy. I mean, that's what I had to do to get into the position that I'm in. Everybody's in a different position, but that don't mean people don't play the same position. I I already know there's people like me out there. I know I'm not the only one like me. Nah, there's more than just me, bro. There's too many motherfuckers. There's more than just me. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one, man. So I know for a fact it's tough. It's tough. It's tough as fuck. But we can make it out. We can make it out. But first you kind of got to break down the problem. Like, you kind of got to break down you kind of got to see what you're up against. Like, it's like you got attacked by a lion, but then the lion runs off, and then now you're just fucked up in the woods. Like, man, what the fuck happened? You didn't know that it was a lion. First off, what you got to do is you got to find that lion. You got to fix yourself and make sure you're straight. Once you find out you're straight, then you got to go and find the lion. That's the only way you're going to keep that lion from attacking you again. That's the same thing with this shit, man. Like, same thing with these people, man. If we don't find a way to make the system work for us instead of us work for the system, then we're just lost in the woods with the lion hunting us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never gonna get nowhere. You know, I know that's not only my opinion, but man, bro, it's true. Like it's true. Like, I'm not lying though. Like, I know that's only my opinion, but I'm not lying. Like, it'd be a difference if I was on here capping. I'm not capping. I'm telling you the truth. There's a way out somehow. You just gotta find the lion. That's why I keep on talking about these leagues. Like, man, they got us in leagues like this is a sport. And there's so many levels to this shit, man. Like, there's so many levels to this shit. Like, and the best way to work as a team is to find out what position you fucking play. Cause shit, maybe we can make this work. But if you know what you bring to the table and you know how to work with other people, because there's no way you're getting out of it. You're playing on a team. You're in a group of people. You're in a class of people, even if you're by yourself. Like, you're doing for something for somebody. Unless you really trying your hardest to hide from everybody on planet Earth and make sure nothing that you ever do in life gets discovered by anybody else. Unless you're really trying to be like that, bruh, you're playing for the team, bruh. And I'm not gonna lie, you're not the only one that is trying to hide everything from everybody if you're doing that. So you got a team behind you, even if you don't know it. Because you probably praying on the person to miss you. You're praying for people not to get you. And there are people putting you in position to get wins in that aspect because they are on the team with you. Whether you seeing this or not. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like you play on a team, and you got to know your position. And you got to practice for your position to play it well. And once you play your position well, you could get into a better league. And once you get into a better league, now your family is supporting you. Now your friends are supporting you. Now people you don't know are recognizing you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole bunch of levels to this shit, man. There's a whole bunch of levels to this shit. You gotta know the position that you play in life. There's a whole bunch of reasons why you shouldn't be alive. But you is. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably good. It's probably best you find out why you're still here and what you need to do to stay here and what your reason is for being here. Because one thing, God ain't do this shit for no reason. The universe ain't make this place for no reason. There's a reason why life formed in the way it did. There's a reason why I'm talking to you the way I'm talking to you. There's a reason why you have a phone or have a YouTube. There's a reason why people don't have phones and don't have YouTubes. There's a reason why you eat food every day. There's a reason why. Like, there's a reason. And you gotta find that out for yourself. I found my reason out a little minute ago. I'm not gonna lie, I was in jail. I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. It wasn't easy. I'm not gonna lie, I know the odds are against me. But I'm not gonna lie, I know I got the power. I got the power to do whatever I need to do. I'm just working on getting the ability. That's the same thing with everybody else, man. Everybody else needs to find their power and get the ability. Once you have the ability to, then it's just about doing it. Like what I'm doing now, I'm doing it. I'm talking to you. But if you have the ability to change somebody's life, or you have the ability to change your life, all you have to do is do it. At that point, man, that's all that you have left. That's all you have left. And there's a league of people for that. Bro, Greg. Bro, Greg. There's a league of people in that league too. You're not that much different from everybody else, man. You're not that much different from people, man. You're not that much different. Eventually, in this life, you find a way out. Some people already found their way out. Some people already lived their lives. But if you're young, it's time for you. It might not be time yet, depending on who I'm talking to. But it's time. There is a time where you find out and you do what you're supposed to do. Because that's why you were supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I wish I was smarter because I would be in a better position. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always want to be better because motherfuckers want to get that better position. I want that better position too. I'm not out of this. But, man, like, you know, you drop the pass, it's an incomplete pass on your stats on Bro Grave, whether you like it or not. And I got a few incomplete passes, so I got to get my stats up. And the thing about it, there's always next season. So until I retire, on Bro Grave, until I retire, I go sit in that box, nigga. I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm gonna do. Keep on getting better and better until I can get into that next level. Yeah, this one was a cool one though. I got out what I needed to get out, I think. I could keep going, but I like to keep these videos about 30 minutes. So, alright, man. Do what you're supposed to do. Fight for your position. Then once you fight for your position, fight for a better one. Love y'all.